was studying psychology at the University of Tampa, and I got a year or two into it and found out that it wasn't quite my passion, and so I started taking TV classes, and I ended up in a class that was taught by Mark Douglas, who is a reporter here at Channel 8. He was writing for broadcast news class, and after a few weeks of the class, he kept me after class, and he told me, he's seeing some talent in what I'm doing, and he said, I might want to think about doing this as a career. So within the next few weeks, he was still pleased with what I was doing, and I got an A in the class, and then I also ended up getting a job out of it because he put me in contact with the executive producer here at Channel 8. And so what I do here at Channel 8, I'm a news producer, which means that I am in charge of the entire newscast. I put together all the elements of it, put them in the right order. I make all the graphics for the newscast. I write a good portion of the newscast, and then I rewrite or edit what reporters submit into the newscast. And then I make sure it's all timed out properly so that 30 minutes of content is actually going to fit into a 30-minute show. I go into the booth and when it's time for the newscast, and then I time the show while the director is executing the show on the air so that I make sure we end the show at the right time. Based on the rundown, which we'll take a look at later, and how the producer lines out the show, I'm going to call for every single shot that's in the show, unless it's something like a live interview where the director will be manually punching back and forth, or if something crazy is going on and they don't have time to prepare ahead of time, the director can always punch something up manually. But for those of you who were upstairs in the control room, you saw we don't have a whole lot of people up there. Point to the monitor, gesture, turn, talk to Steve in the monitor. During a normal newscast, you would have an anchor standing here, and the camera would probably be right about over here, so it's shot from the side, and the anchor can gesture to the monitor or whatever. All the lights point exactly at this one spot. If they step back to here, they'd be completely dark because the lights aren't on. We call this area the RDA, which stands for Reporter Debriefing Area. And within a few weeks, I was an associate producer working here at Channel